A pump is imminent, guys. I'm looking at the XRP chart on the higher time frame. If it could just hold around this price, a pump is definitely imminent. A bigger one at that. We just seen one yesterday, guys, but that was to a smaller degree. Hello, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around 54 cents here. It just wants to fly, guys. Right? But Bitcoin did dump a bit. Hopefully it starts pushing back up again. I do believe a pump is imminent, guys. Now, in today's video, we have, wow, I'm actually mind boggled, guys. The Riddlers got confirmed. The system is literally about to change, and what we are holding is a liquid gold. It is gold in a futuristic way, guys. Right? I couldn't believe my face. Well, I never can, because this world is so hectic. Everything's flipped on its head. Now, guys, we're from part of XRP in the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting. So, first things first, from not financial advice crypto. This ship is featured on the Royal Observatory's website, right? Royal Museum's Greenwich right here, guys. Ever Royal, 1993, container ship, Evergreen. Wait, what? David Schwartz talked about the same ship. Then, an exchange talked about the same exact ship. But wait. We go back here for Mr. Pool. Got confirmed. The same exact ship, guys. Right? A container ship. But you may be wondering, wait, what does that have to do with anything? Well, check this out. This is insanity. There's a lot of talks about Chris Larsen today. But this was back in 2016, guys, okay? October 31st, 2016. Before Bearable Guy 123 came into play, I'm pretty sure. And look what he says. How is Interledger like a shipping container? It's not a riddle. It's a solution to a fundamental problem. It's not a riddle. It's not a riddle, you say? Building an internet of value, guys. Right? The analogy is what? Like a shipping container. In the 1900s, the international shipping industry was drastically different than what we know today. It was labor-intensive, inefficient, and lacked a universal standard. Shipping methods and products packaging varied widely by country. Shipping anything around the world was a costly and time-consuming process. That is, until some entrepreneur invented the shipping container in 1956. Interesting. His idea was to create a standard-sized shipping trailer that could be easily loaded and unloaded from cargo ships and transported on land via truck. The invention revolutionized the industry. In the 20 years after the shipping container was introduced, global trade exploded by more than 700%. The analogy is striking, isn't it, guys? Right now, we live in a pre-shipping container global financial system. Dun dun dun. Bingo was his name, Mo. Confirmation to the highest order. There you guys go. That's why they posted it, guys, because that's what's about to happen, right? To the financial system, to the current financial system. Explains Chris Larsen, CEO of Ripple, a global financial settlement solutions company. We have a series of silo networks that don't talk to each other. Corresponding banking tries to create interoperability, but it's a clunky and antiquated system that doesn't solve the problems we have today. If global payments go the way of the shipping industry, it would follow that some innovation would come along that could standardize and modernize the payments process. And if you have opened any financial newspaper recently, you're likely to find people asking the very question about blockchain technology. So is blockchain the shipping container for global financial transactions? Not quite. But blockchain is just one part of a much bigger picture, guys. Right? He adds, blockchain functions more as a new innovative shipping company than the revolutionary shipping container itself. So what could that shipping container be? Well, he shared for the Internet of Value and how Ripple is working to achieve it. The need for high volume, low value, real time global payments has never been greater. Exactly, guys. There needs to be a change, right? What is the Internet of Value and how does Ripple work to achieve it? broadly, this is the big thing happening here. The internet value simply means that we are moving into a world where value, money, payments, etc. moves like information moves today because of the internet. The same way we send email, guys, that's the same way how payments will be in the not too distant future. We cracked the code, and this is why the shipping containers matter, right? Shipping containers' lives matter, guys. So we used to live in a world where data did not move quickly. It was incredibly expensive to make a phone call between countries. You couldn't reach people like 20 years ago, or like that was literally not long ago, guys, right? That's exactly what we have today in payments. I think that's ending because of the technology breakthrough happened about 7 years ago, starting with Bitcoin, which simply meant you didn't need to have a central operator to exchange value. What's changing here is real-time settlement and how liquidity moves around the world. Exactly, guys. Right. We are trying to be a payments company that uses blockchain technology. Banks are not looking for cool technology, they are looking for solutions. Look at this. We think Ripple should be way at the bottom of the payment stack. So that means partnering with banks is essential. The bottom of the payment stack, guys. Wait, that is not a triangle or a pyramid, to say the least. Right. So the bottom is right here, guys. What's changing and targeting literally the core of the system, guys. Right. Then everything's built above it. Odd. And then there's a couple more stuff stated here, guys. I will have the link down description below if you guys would like to read the full thing. Again, the system is changing right now because big week this week, guys. We got the BRICS Summit, Swift event, and the Federal Reserve of Bank of Philadelphia FinTech Conference featuring Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson is mentioned as well. Odd and strange if you ask me. All happening this week, and it all targets the current financial system at that. Could it be a coincidence? Definitely not. And the Riddlers stated it and knew about this many years ago. Listen to this video and your mind will be blown away. You were never wrong, Ham, Eggs, and Sam. I believe you were just early. Look at the decode. You guys ready? The system is about to flip switch.
There's a crossword that we just solved. I'm going to talk about one of the clues there. But anyways, there's another one. There's pictures saying Ripple will be, XRP up here will be king of the castle. The king has a Ripple belt buckle. His logo, his belt buckle is the Ripple logo. So let's talk about this puzzle right here. There's lots of clues. The one I want to focus in on is this November here on the bottom right.
Quote unquote November. Pay attention very carefully now.
That was the clue for that, for the word November for 20 across was the German mark collapsed to the floor, the Mary Celeste sailed away, and then no more. So German mark, I think, is of course talking about the Weimar Republic and hyperinflation, where workers were loading their pay into wheelbarrows, running it out to their wives at lunchtime so that they could run to the store and buy whatever was left before the money was worth even less. We have the exact same thing going on in Venezuela. People are starving in the streets. They're fleeing to other countries. It is an absolute tragedy down there. They're stoning cows in pastures to rip the flesh off the bones because they're starving. This government has let them down. And then the Mary Celeste was a ship that showed up, just deserted the crew. Their things and belongings were all there. The lifeboat was gone. And the ship was still functional and intact. It was deserted. And then it was put back into service. Somebody else bought it. It was put back into service, and that captain wrecked it on the rocks in an attempt to commit insurance fraud and was found out and I think thrown in jail. So that's the fate of the Mary Celeste, and it has come to synonymize something that is deserted. And so what I then took, I posted to Twitter this comment over here, and I'll have to fix this later so I can make these bigger. Somebody had posted in response to this puzzle right here that basically there's nothing new, there's no new information, anybody could have put this together, you don't have anything to offer us really. And I responded with, well, not necessarily, too much focus on solving the puzzle and not the meaning. And so I did this little thing here that says Weimar inflation leads to desertion, leads to November, is a huge clue. The Fed is out of bullets, the global reserve status threatened, rates must rise, the dollar will fold, Fed Govs needs to jump ship, I actually put XMR, but it's XRP, is XRP the lifeboat? And the Ripple Riddler responded, very good, Ripple me this. Everyone wants instant answers. Now, he can't answer and say, you're right. I think that would give away too much and possibly put him in danger. But I think that's their way of saying you're on the right track. Now, that's exactly the situation. The interest rates have to rise. Otherwise, we're going to start seeing dangerous levels of inflation and loss of confidence. So the Fed's kind of in a catch-22 of their own making. They have to raise interest rates, but they can't raise them too high because the payments on the interest alone are going to sink the federal government, and they'll have to refinance or default or, who knows what kind of shenanigans they will come up with. But it will cause a huge confidence loss, and that's an issue for them. So what I think Ripple Riddler is telling us with this one single clue out of several here is that the dollar is at a dead end. It's not disappearing anytime soon, but they need to jump ship, and I think they are jumping ship to XRP, to this new financial backbone, and they're going to leave all of us holding the fiat bag while they move to the more attractive, more valuable asset that's going to preserve its value versus the dollar that's going to continue to lose value as it loses utility and demand to a better alternative, which is Ripple, XRP, and various other digital assets. Okay.
And there we go, guys. Right? They knew. They literally did know. What's it called? I do believe CBDCs will be a thing as well, right? So exchange your whatever currency you have now into that new digitized currency, guys, right? For your own respective country. Check this out. When we talk about this specific event, right? These events actually, well, 1024 is what? National United Nations Day. The UN, you say? Odd. October 24th is a Thursday. 1024. That was from BG123. His following counts as well. 1024. Right? The smiley faces connect to what? United Nations, guys. Pay attention. Odd. And these events are happening around the same time, if not the same exact time. The system is changing right before our face, guys. Right before our very own eyes from Bitstamp. What is that? Block and chain ice? Right? Ice 9? Justice has to be cold. Deal with this. It's just ice. Again, just be very careful out there, guys. Now, Dave Fishers is very active. I don't know why, but very beautiful indeed. From a distance, these look like drums, right? Does look like drums, guys. But then, very fascinating because someone points it down here, guys. Look at this. Different coins. Could that be the analogy, the representation of certain coins from BG123 heading to the sacrificial altar, guys? Or could it mean, I'm pretty sure this guy could just use them as drums though, right? This picture was from, this video was from Mr. Pool, guys, talking about how it's your last chance to buy XRP. Well, when we talk about our last chance to buy XRP, guys, I do see a bullish divergence on the 5-day, which is big, guys. Price is holding up, but then the momentum is going lower and lower and lower, guys. If XRP can just hold around this level, again, I do believe 60 plus cents could be incoming very shortly now, right? If not higher, to be honest, because we are at these sell literally everything and buy XRP in the or on the XRP versus Bitcoin pairing, guys, right? But not financial advice at the end of the day. It's literally called "You Only Live Once" band. Though shorter time frame right now, guys, from Fiat Leak, XRP sees increased will activity as Ripple legal battle with SEC intensifies. Right, we did see a pump yesterday, but again, Bitcoin just dumped right after. Very odd, if you ask me. Today is Back to the Future Day, so let's go to the past to find the answers of the future, such as this right here. Right, 2/14, January 24th. Today is what? A 13th date as well, guys, right? A lot of interesting things happen today. The fountain for today's video comes from Bobblecooks. Hashtag Bobble wins. Do you like our owl from Elon Musk December 1st, 2019? Elon Musk knew, Bobblecooks knew. They're all in the know. Not financial advice, but we're not, but we're trying to connect the dots, guys, at the end of the day. But anyways, that's what face me says. See ya. I'm very excited indeed.